What's up? What's up, happy people? What's going on? Happy Sunday to y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Sorry we're late. That's my fault. Y'all know JB is always ready and on time. But we were talking backstage. I was telling him about something and I was getting some information from him. He had expert opinions on some stuff I needed to get. So sorry we're late. Sorry. JB, before we get started, I thought about something while the intro was playing. Maybe I'll get a rental when I get back home from the cruise on Monday. I can get a rental at the airport.
Yep.
So, okay. I was just thinking. Okay. All right, you guys. Is my evil twin here yet, child? We don't know where Cajun is, honey. But you know, when he get here, he will make himself known. He will make himself known, honey.
And DB saying that I knew exactly who the evil twin was.
You knew who it was before?
I knew exactly who that damn evil twin was.
Y'all leave my Cajun alone now. Y'all know he's special.
That troll. All Cajun is a troll.
He is a troll, honey. But look, he must be good at his job, child. He must be good at his job.
He is.
So we are here for Beyond the Gate Season 2, episodes 17 through 21. But first of all, I want to say, so we got some exciting news this week. There's going to be a whole crossover storyline, which we talked about when they sort of teased us with it before, with Danny and the modeling, and then we see Bill with hooking up Chelsea Cat with the meeting to get the bags into the I don't watch Bold and Beautiful.
Ben Moore.
With Ben Moore. So we see them building up. We've already seen sprinkles. We had a crossover. We had a cameo from the guys over at Bold and Beautiful. So we've kind of seen them tease us with this before. So we're going to get like a whole crossover storyline. I think they said June.
Yes, June.
So does that mean I have to watch Bold and the Beautiful to get the other half of the story?
Probably so. Probably gonna have to watch Young and the
Who
Restless.
watches? Do you watch Bold and the Beautiful?
I do. I record it too, so I watch it.
Let me know when I need to start recording it, because I don't know. I've never, ever like Young and the Restless. I did watch it here and there, in and out, but I have never watched Bold and the Beautiful. I have no idea who these people are. I don't know nothing about these storylines. So let me know when it's time for me. Let me know when it's time for me to start watching. But I think if they're good at it, you should be able to watch one without having to watch the other. Right. Now, you may get some nuances. Hey, Tracy girl.
Hey, Tracy.
And that's what the Informed in here, too. We hung out yesterday. We had a good time. The Informed was there. Tracy was there. Child, we had a good time. Okay. Tracy should be somewhere getting her hair braided getting ready for this cruise, honey. They turned Danny into Bill with the cheating stuff. He's doing Andre the same way Bill did her. I hate it. We're going to get there, Virgo, because, baby, I'm with you. I don't like it. And we talked about this before too. I don't like it, but we're gonna get there, honey. We're gonna get there. I get to put Cajun in a headlock. Yes, Ravine will be up close and personal, and she will get revenge for all of y'all when it comes to Cajun. Y'all, matter of fact, tell her what y'all want her to do. Tell her what y'all want her to do. She'll be there to do it the whole week. Well, I mean, weekend. We have an extended weekend together. Finally caught. You're almost done. I know it's cute. I hope it worked out. You finally caught a live. Yeah, y'all come on in. So y'all know how I do it over here. I don't go day by day. We just go storyline by storyline, and we just kind of jump in where we fit in. And when I get to the end of my notes, and we'll see what else we did or didn't cover. So first of all, before we get into it, how do you guys feel about this week? JB, how do you feel about this week?
It was a good week. Not so heavy on the Anita stuff. It was a good week because there were some things in this week's episodes that I was like, okay. Some of them I was laughing at. I'll give you two things that I was laughing at hilariously. Kat, when she saw Nicole coming to that bar and how she was dressed and the way Kat was like,
baby, Kat don't know how to act, honey. Oh, it's Young and the Restless. My bad. It's a Young and the Restless crossover, not Bold and the Beautiful. Oh,
it's all three of them.
It's all three?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they doing a lot. Okay.
It's all three of them. I just deleted the damn picture, but it's all three of them. But yeah, it was Kat with her mama. It was June with Kat, because I was like, I couldn't do nothing.
I love what they are doing with June's character. I mean,
I
I
couldn't do
love her.
nothing but laugh at June because that shit was fun, and it was
June
cat
said it
face.
sounds like a whole lot of eyes in that statement.
That was what had me screaming. It was that, and then she was when she was like, "Well, girl, maybe you should basically like mind your own business." I was like, "Oh shit!" And y'all know I love cat, but that shit was funny to me. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. And then another thing that made me laugh was, even though it irritated me, it was Andre having a conversation with that damn Haley. But I
Listen,
laughed at him when he finally got up and walked away from her. I was like,
right. He
"You
was like,
stepped up a
look,
little bit too much."
right, I don't have nothing to do with none of this. Like whatever you got going on, I don't want no parts of none of this. I don't want no parts of none of this.
And then another thing is what happened at the end of Friday. People, because some of y'all on these in these groups, y'all be like, this is unrealistic because this ain't happening, this ain't happening. And I see people say, well, it didn't happen to me, so it doesn't mean it has to happen to everybody else.
What you talking about?
So people were upset that Anita hadn't lost her hair because when she started chemo. But some people, I saw one woman said, yeah, I went through chemo and I never lost my
I'm about
hair.
to say some people don't lose their hair. Everybody doesn't lose their hair, and they lose it at different points. It depends on the dosage. It depends on the frequency. I mean, Anita has only had 2 chemo appointments as of the storyline.
Well, one person was like, she lost hers when she first started chemo, and a lot of people were like, well, that was your experience. That's not everybody else's experience. But overall, it was a good week. I really thought they did good with this week.
I thought it was a solid week. I mean, like you said, there was no real ridiculous, like high note storylines, but I see the foundation. I see next week we're going to see some things. But I agree. I think it was solid. Yeah, and I know people can't help but compare their experience, but everybody's experience is different. Everybody's experience is different. And I hate when people be like, and I really hate that people act like if it didn't happen the way it happened to them, that it's not realistic. That's just crazy. Yeah. Miss Kiki, and I'm sorry for your battle with cancer. But she said I lost hair 2 weeks after I started chemo, and I gassed and I passed out like Anita did when I came home. Yeah, I told you guys, my aunt, she didn't immediately started losing her hair when she started chemo. It was within the first couple of weeks, but it wasn't like the first time she went to chemo. And it happened the same way. We were combing her hair, and her hair just started coming out in clumps, and it was like shit, The only thing I hated about that scene, and again, I guess y'all know we jump all over the place over here, but the only thing I hated is that it was so obvious that Anita was looking for the piece to pull out. Like it didn't look natural. Like I really almost wish that they had just had her brush her hair, and then the hair would be in the brush, because you didn't see when it was like she was doing like this, and it was like it looked like she was obviously looking for the track that was loose to pull out. I don't know. It just looked real obvious that she was like, okay, it's right there. Oh, okay, here it is. It looked obvious to me. I just wish that she had just brushed her hair and it was in the brush. But
it was cool when she would just,
yeah, but she ran her hand through right. But then when she went to the other side, it looked like she was like,
yeah, trying to feel for that.
Like she was looking for okay, is this it right here? I just wish that it looked like a little more natural. But again, y'all, in the grand scheme of things, it ain't that deep. Like I'm not that nitpicky. I'm not that nitpicky. Tracy said I had hair until round 4 and I just cut it off because it felt terrible.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Well, that's what my aunt did. Like once, because at first we didn't want her to see us, but I guess she could tell by our reaction that she was like, give me the brush. And like 2 days later, she came home and she had just shaved her head. Because like you said, she was like, I ain't about to sit here and just do this piece by piece, clump by clump, bald spot. She went to a barber and told him to just cut it all off. So, but again, everybody's experience is different. And some people's hair grow back beautiful. Like my aunt, her hair grew back, beautifully. And then some people's hair never really grows back. It affects the body is different.
Mm-hmm.
And also remember, I'm sorry, go ahead, babe.
Because my cousin's hair, it grew back. She actually ended up cutting her hair before, not before she started chemo, but after she started chemo, she cut her hair. And if you look at her today, you would never even guess that she went through cancer. Looking at her the way only thing that she still has, she still has a thing from the port, but other than that, you would never know.
Yep. So with that being said, you guys, again, I know that was at the end of Friday, but we're going to start at the beginning. I'm just going in the order of my notes. This isn't necessarily the order that things happen, y'all. So let's start with Kat. I wrote in my notes, Kat versus everybody. I wrote Kat versus her mother, Kat versus her father, Kat versus Shanice, Kat versus Eva. Hell, it was even Kat versus Graham, because let's start with the mother part of this. Y'all know last week I was with y'all with the cat thing. Y'all know I have not been a cat fan, but I was with y'all with the cat thing. But this week I was back on my cat shit, because I was like, girl, if you don't calm the hell down and stop acting like your mama can't live her life. She is a divorced woman. She is beautiful. She is sowing her wild oats. Girl, it is okay. And what cracked me up was when she went to her job to complain to her. And then when Nicole started talking about sex, she was like, ew, I don't want to talk about my mom's sex life. But you came to her office to talk about her sex life.
Right. So here's, as a kid, and when my mom was dating, and even when I got to my teenage years, it's like, oh, I can find me a man. I said, I wish you would. I said, the minute you find a man, I'm gonna run that nigga right about this house, run him away from everywhere. She's like, I want to live my life. I was like, you can live it just fine, but not with a man. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We ain't playing that game. No, ma'am. She was laughing. I said, girl, I'm dead. I'm serious with you. If you go date a man, I'm running that nigga right out this door. He's not coming. He's not gonna come back, because I get Kat, like, I don't want to see my mom. I didn't want to see my mama dating, having and even when she tried to have a conversation with me about sex, I was like, girl, no, ma'am. I don't want to have that conversation with my mother. I do not want to have the conversation with my mom. Seago, you say, why can't she live? So for me, I was a mama's boy. So nobody else could have my mama's attention but me. And that's where that came from. I was a huge mama's boy. It's not that she couldn't live. I was fine with her living, but dating a man? No.
But if she did come home with a man, you'd have got over it. You'd have been all right.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have.
Oh, Lord, JB.
I was really serious. No.
No.
Because if my mama wore a freakum dress, I'd be like, girl, where the fuck you going with this? Well, I wouldn't have said fuck to her, but I would have said, ma'am, where are you going with this dress on? Like, and these cutouts, and then she see her, But again, when it comes to Nicole, I'm not mad at Nicole. I more so appreciate Nicole entertaining Kyle than I appreciate her entertaining Carlton.
I'm gonna be honest. Somebody just said it in the comments, and again, I want to just send. We know that this is a sensitive storyline for a lot of people, especially women who have gone through this. So we just wanna send that to you guys. I see people in the chat talking, so I don't want to feel like we skipping over anybody, but sending our prayers and our hugs and love to everybody who's either gone through this or is going through this. We know that for some of y'all, this is a rough storyline. So I do want to say that, because I see people in the chat sending different thoughts to everybody. The other thing I want to say is, somebody in the chat said, I would be on Kat's side if her argument was the fact that Nicole is messing with they all work at the same place. That I'd be like, I get it, because it is an appearance. There is a perception. Like, right. You don't want your mom to be reduced to a pass around. Like, right. Like, wait a minute. So you were married to him, but now you dating his best friend / business partner, but you also dating this doctor, and they all work in the same hospital. That to me is where I would be more upset. Yeah, I understand that as children, like if my parents had ever gotten divorced, I know I would feel some kind of way about my parents dating. You know what I mean? Like, that's just natural. So I get a certain level of mom, oh my gosh. But again, my issue would be, why you got to date all of them? Why they all got to work together?
Right. You're dating the man behind the bar.
Right. Like, I mean, he could be the bartender. He could even be a doctor at a different hospital. But like, why they all got to be right here? That bothers me. That would bother me as a kid. That would be my bigger issue than for me as an adult. Now, as a child, like if I'm 15, 16 years old, I don't think I would care about none of that. I'd be like, who you think, what? Huh? What's going on? My daddy, what? My mama, what? But as an adult, which Kat is a full-ass adult, I think my bigger issue would be, Mom, you do not want people to start thinking you are easy. You don't want to start being the whispers. You don't want to be the subject of gossip here at the hospital. That honestly would be my biggest issue.
I'm laughing at y'all in the checks because somebody, Miss Kiki said JB equals Cat. And then JB, that was my son after my divorce. Since remarried, he loves his dad as he says, my husband. Oh, that's so sweet. Now I'm being facetious. I wanted my mama to be happy, but it was me. The thing was, again, I'm a mama's boy, so it was me and my mama from the time I was born until.
So it would have been a hard transition.
So it was me and her from the time I was born until she's. So I'm telling y'all when she said this to me, 17 years old when I'm getting ready to graduate high school, she was like, "Oh, you about to leave?" She's like, "Oh," because she was ready to be an empty nester, and she was like, "Oh, you been ready to leave? I can go find me a
it's
man.
Party time."
And that's exactly what she said. I said, "Who are you talking to?" So for me, it's different because it was just me and her for my whole entire life. So I couldn't imagine if she had found a man, I would have been okay with it. But I couldn't imagine somebody else coming into our life and messing up, which it would never mess up our dynamic. But I mean,
yeah, but I understand what you're saying though. It's a whole situation there. Like
that's why I said that to her. I was okay with her if she wanted to date, but I was like, excuse me. But she was saying it because I was 17 and I was getting ready to graduate high school. I was like, you were really feeling yourself, ain't you? And she was like, she would always laugh. Auntie Kimmy Kim says, your mama good one, JB, because this mama is gonna live her life. No discussion respectfully. I get it, you guys, but that was our relationship. So my situation is different from Kat. I think Kat is just being approved, which I get where you coming from, really, B, but that's not where Kat is coming from.
Right. She's not. She's coming from like, yeah.
I think Kat is so, but also Kat is so used to seeing her mom and her daddy together that this is different for her. But it's interesting. She took to Shanice, but again, it could be the fact that this is Ted's business partner and Kyle do work at the hospital, so the optics just don't look good on any level.
She did get I mean, she did, but I think that's part of it too. The other thing I'm gonna say is, somebody said, I don't think it's realistic because of the type of person Nicole is. I think that is the reason why this is realistic, because what Nicole keeps saying is, I have spent my whole life doing what was expected of me. My whole life has been planned. My whole life has been to-do list. My whole life has been checking off the right thing. And I feel like she's trying to do a little Danny right now. She's trying. What up, Scotty Boo? I think that there's a part of her that wants to do a little bit more, that wants to be a little more like, I want to be more like Danny. Like Danny has always lived her life so free. And yes, she's, there have been some lows for her, but she's also lived her life by her own rules and unapologetically. I don't think she wants to be 100% Danny, but I think she wants to just for a little while, just be like this. Like life is just life. I don't want to be the responsible one. I don't want to be the one that everybody runs to. I want right now, I just want to go be Nicole and just go enjoy my life. So, okay, I'm going to put a little more risque makeup. I'm going to put on a little body dress. I'm going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I don't think at the end of the day, like at first, I'm going to be honest. I know y'all hate when we bring other soap operas up, but JB, you're going to go with me. At first, I thought they was giving me a Vicky Nikki situation. I was like, please don't give us a dissociative personality disorder. But I don't think they're taking it to that extent that it's like a medical issue. But I think they are giving us Nicole wants to, right, and she deserves it. If she's always been the person to, you know what I mean? She raised her kids. She did what she was supposed to do. She went to school. Like she said, I always got good grades. I went to medical school. I did the things. I did what was expected of me. And it all blew up. It all blew up. And I think she has a right. To just enjoy herself for a while. And I think that's what my problem with Kat is. Cat goes to all these other people for advice, but don't listen to none of these motherfuckers.
Not a
My
one.
thing is this: stop asking. Tomas told you it's not a big deal. Graham told you it's not a big deal. Chelsea told you it's not a big deal. Girl, what? Like, at what point do you self-reflect and say, maybe I am overreacting a little bit? You even went directly to your mama, and your mama very politely told you mind your business. Like, I don't know. It's like
the problem with Cat is Cat always wants to be right.
Absolutely.
She always wants to be right. And that's why she doesn't take any. It's like, I hate when people, like, I have friends and I always tell them, if you don't want the truth from me, please don't ask me to give me, when they ask you, give me your honest opinion. And I know I have one friend, we still friends to this day, but we ain't as close as we used to. She would always ask me and my best friend, because we share a best friend. She would ask us for advice, and I'm like, girl, do you want me to tell you the truth? Because if you tell her the truth, she either gets mad, because she would notoriously get mad, or she wouldn't listen to you and do what she wants to do. And I would say to her, I was about to say her real name, but oh shit, I can say her name because she ain't on YouTube. I'd be like, Chelsea, girl, what the fuck you ask me shit for? And then she would be like, I just want to talk it out. Girl, don't talk shit out with me if you are not gonna listen to me, or even because you come to me asking me for advice, and I'm telling you what I think and what I feel, and you either get mad about the shit, or you just don't listen. And nine times out of 10, it's the first one. She gets mad. I'm like, girl, stop. And me and my best friend actually got to the point where we told her, girl, stop asking us for advice, because you always get mad at us when we tell you what you don't want to hear. And that's what Cat is.
Right. You said, what if Cat is right about Nicole? Right about what? She hasn't made a prediction about Nicole. She just don't like it. I don't know what.
You just don't like how it looks.
Yeah. But I will say it was cute how they threw in when she was talking to, I don't know, Tomas or Chelsea, and she was like, she's just running around here like she's some old video vixen or something.
Yeah.
And for those people who don't know, Nicole, the person who plays Nicole, she was a video vixen back in the 90s. She's been in there's a TikTok reel of all of the different videos she was in.
Oh, really?
She was in all them hip hop videos. I wish I had. I don't remember where I saw it. I mean, I thought I had shared it with y'all, but yeah, she was in like Jay-Z videos and Ja Rule. Like, she was in them 90s videos. She was a video vixen. So I thought it was cute and funny that she threw that in there, because I was like, girl, that was cute. That was cute. That was cute. Toni Braxton. She was in the Toni Braxton video. Yeah, she's been in a lot of the like from the 90s. She was a video vixen. Yeah, she sure was. Mm-hmm.
I thought I had heard that, but I wasn't sure that I just didn't know that they had found the videos. Okay.
Yeah, they did a reel. I saw it on Instagram, but it was a TikTok reel, but somebody had posted it on Instagram. I can't. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Montel Jordan. Yeah, some people in there. Yeah. All right. Now, okay, so that was Cat versus Nicole. So then I have Cat versus Dad, but I don't think her and Ted really. Now, I did see a clip online that I don't remember actually seeing on the episode, so I don't know if it was an episode I missed or where her and Ted had a real heart-to-heart, and she basically, Ted was like, I love you. I love all my kids the same. And she was like, what you mean? Like, you've known me and Martin your whole life.
That was last week.
Okay, I missed that episode. That must be the episode that didn't record, and I never went back to watch it.
It was Tuesday. Yeah, that was.
Yep, it was Tuesday. That was the episode that I didn't. Yeah,
where Chester got on TV for a whole 2 hours.
Yeah, that was okay. So I thought that was deep, because again, it's like, Cat, look, I'm done arguing about the Cat Eva thing. Like, she has every right to not want to be friends. And I told y'all that last week. She has every right to not want to fuck with Cat. I got it. I mean, Eva, that's fine. Mm-hmm. And we'll get to that at the end of this, the end of the episode on Friday. We'll get deeper into it. I have no issues with that. But the issue I am having with Cat is, and it goes back to what you just said about her wanting to be right. You keep wanting to dictate everybody else's interaction with Eva. Mm-hmm. And again, if your father says, look, that's my child, and I'm going to love my child, and yes, I love y'all the same. And Eva's like, And the way that conversation ended, I thought was deep when she was like, well, I don't think I want to be around you much right now. And he was like, I don't want to be around you either. Like,
yeah, that was last week.
Damn, I missed that episode. Now I want to go back and watch it because that scene was deep, honey.
It really went there because how it started was he was at Orphe Jean's. He was planning a date with Shanice on the phone, and Kat came in. He was like, "Hey, baby girl," and she's like, "Dad, don't baby girl me." And she sat down with him and basically told him like, "Why are you telling Eva my business? Like that has nothing to do with Eva." And you know how Ted is. Ted feels, well,
she's right about that part.
She's your sister, and you know, hopefully you guys can have a relationship. I was like, oh my God. He was like, well, one day you may need something from her. And Kat told him, if I needed a limb from her or anything, I would respectfully decline it. And I was like,
yeah, and listen, now when it comes to Ted telling her business, he was wrong. In my opinion, he was wrong. Even though it was information that was going around and all of that stuff, like she might have eventually found it. That's why I'm saying, just like I respect that other people may want to have a relationship, I think they should stop trying to make Kat want to have a relationship with Eva. Just let the shit go.
And vice versa with Kat, I think.
Yeah, I think at this point, it's been a year. Everybody is going to handle it the way they're choosing to handle it. Martin is choosing to handle it by allowing Eva in his space. Now, we don't see Eva at Martin's house every night for dinner. Like, we don't see that they're like best friends. But we do see that Martin is making an effort. He has every right to say, look, I may not like how this shit went down, but that's my half sister. I kind of want to get to know her. And if I don't like her after I get to know her, cool. But just like Eva, and let's be clear, remember, and I feel like we had this conversation every week. Kat never liked Eva. So it's not like she liked Eva and then didn't like. She never liked Eva. So anyway,
what I will say is, I know y'all gonna come against me. Y'all gonna probably say, JB, you just defending Kat because you love Kat. Okay, I'll take that. But as of late, more so, Kat don't really interact with Eva. She only reacts when people mention her name or when something is done regarding Eva. Because even when she was, I'm not gonna try to get ahead of ourselves. But even on Friday's episode when Eva came in, Kat paid her dust. It was Eva.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Okay. And then we did see where Eva, we kind of already touched on it a little bit, where Kat had a good conversation with Shanice.
Mm-hmm. It was cute.
It was cute.
I thought it was so funny because she was like, so how you gonna hunt that cuckoo bird? And you know, when Shanice was like, well, you know, my mama raised me this way and that way. But if that lunatic bitch comes my way, I'm gonna show her what she's asked. I'm gonna give her what she asked. But I was like, come on, Shanice, high five. Even though y'all know I do have a love-hate relationship with Leslie. Especially and then what she did this week, it's like, oh girl.
Yeah, it was cute. It was definitely cute. And again, I think that might be another reason why maybe she's kind of a little bit more open to the Shanice part of it, because one, I feel like she might think she got a partner in crime when it comes to Leslie, when it comes to Shanice. Also, Shanice, I think the Carlton thing is a part of Eva's Kat shit. I do think the Carlton thing is a part of Kat's issue, which I 100% agree with. Mm-hmm. I 100% understand why the Carlton part is an issue. It would be an issue for me. Because I'd be like, Mama, look, now this don't look good. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing. Bill and Danny, look, people already said some things in the comments. I don't like it. I don't like how they're writing this. I don't like what they're doing. I feel like we've had this conversation before. I would have been okay with this whole Danny, Bill storyline if they had not made Andre and Danny real. What I mean by that is, remember at the beginning, I told y'all from the beginning that Danny and Bill were going to end up back together. Mm-hmm. I was cool. I mean, once I got over the fact that Andre was her nephew, I was cool with them just having a sex thing, a distraction, a diversion for each other. What I don't like is now that we're on the other side of it, I don't like that y'all have given us this whole storyline where they really, truly love each other and they're going to make this marriage work. And now here comes, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I ain't feeling it. No part of me is feeling it. But I never wanted Danny to get back with Bill in the first place. I knew that was probably where they would lead it to, but I never wanted it in the first place.
I didn't want them to, but I knew they were.
After having after us having to sit through that damn wedding with Haley, I was like, shit, I suffered through that wedding with Danny, having to see him marry Haley, and we had literally just met them the same week, but she was insufferable that first week we met her. She's still insufferable today. So I never want, and even at that time, Bill was insufferable. But you know, we've seen the metamorphosis of Bill, and I'm like, y'all know I ain't been here for that either, but I guess I can say now I kind of do like Bill, just like lightly, right? But I just never wanted it to happen. And then when I realized, because I know you and some of the people in the chat didn't like the whole Danny and Andre thing, but I did like it, and I was shocked when they got married.
I warmed up to it.
I was shocked when they got married, but now that we see the progression of their relationship, I'm like, I like that. I knew it was going to be Danny that was going to cause the issues, but I was hoping the writers wouldn't go down that timeline. Then when I saw her go to the country club in that blue dress, I said, oh, fuck, Danny, what are you doing?
Put on your red dress.
That dress was for Bill.
Baby, that dress was absolutely for Bill. But I know I'm jumping a little bit because I do have Haley and Bill in my notes. But baby, that night when Haley caught herself trying to seduce Bill and Bill was looking at them wedding pictures of him and Danny, baby, that thing cracked me up. I said, ooh, you are in trouble. You are in trouble.
And I'm still so confused with Haley. Like, 1 minute she's playing this, jealous wife. The next minute she's scheming with Randy.
Listen, we're going to get, like I said, we're going to get to them. Because I'm over. Well, I'm kind of like this. I feel like now I will say this after saying that this was a solid week. I do feel like as we're going through, I know a lot of these things I feel like we've talked about. So they need to move. They need to move some of these storylines along. It's not like they didn't give me anything because, like with the Danny Bill thing, they gave us stuff this week. I just don't like what they gave us. You know what I mean? I just don't like what they gave us. Baby, right. Haley calling Bill, trying to seduce him, and Bill on his phone looking at pictures of Danny, and then the snoring when she got that snoring took me out. Okay, the snoring was funny. Okay, Anita. So we saw them call Ted to get the IV. I like the fact that they called Ted. I like the conversation that Ted had with
Vernon.
Vernon, Lord, I was going to call him Clifton. I like the conversation that they had. I even like that Anita was kind of looking like, like, damn, when we needed you, you showed up. Even after the way we talked to you and treated you, when we called you, you dropped everything and you showed up. And then we saw later on in the week where Vernon was just doing way too fucking much, and Anita had to just cuss his ass out and put him out the house. They did have he made up for it with a nice dinner. But again, I think it's realistic. I get it, and I think it's realistic. I don't think that there's any married couple that really truly still love each other that those wouldn't be valid thoughts, especially when you have money and resources that you wouldn't be like, I'm going to do everything we can do to make this comfortable for you. I'm going to get the cook to make you all the right foods. I'm going to do all the research. Like he is taking his anxiety and he's putting it into those things. But I understand Anita saying, I need you to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, because
she put him out the house. Baby, when she put him out the house, that thing cracked me up.
Yeah, because
his face. Did you see his look? Did you see his face? He was like,
"Yep, it's very overbearing." But I get where he's coming from with this whole situation. It's like, Anita, you literally passed out in front of us.
You did. You cannot. Right. Like you can't. You can't be mad that they're nervous, that they're scared. Like
your eyes rolled in. Now I will say Vernon was doing a little bit too much for me, and y'all know I come on here and give it to Sharon and her wig. But for him to sit there and say, Sharon was supposed to take care of you she was like, Vernon, she did.
Right, like you ain't about to sit here and blame her. You ain't about to sit here and blame her.
Exactly. It was like y'all were singing. She said Sharon sang to me, and I was getting, she was like they gave me the flu as Vernon while they were giving me the chemo. So And I'm glad that Ted did come over to the house and said that that's normal for some cancer patients to experience dehydration.
Yeah, I like that because again, I see how they're not saying that they're going to be inviting Ted to Thanksgiving dinner next year, but the ice is thawing out a little bit.
Yeah.
The ice is thawing out a bit. I agree. Quake. I'm enjoying the Anita Vernon dynamic. I do think it's realistic. Like I said, I know my parents have been married for 60 years. And when my mom has been sick, like seriously sick, or my dad has been seriously sick, I know how they react. Now, again, when you add money to it, where they have the financial resources to just do anything, I can see where my mama would be on the phone like, I need the number one person in the country. I don't care, no expense spared. I'm gonna send my jet. Like, I could see that happening. So I could see it, and I could definitely see that Vernon is an intellectual. So I could see him saying, I'm gonna do all the research. I'm gonna look at the statistics. We're gonna change the menu for the whole house. But he said he was gonna make her the frittatas because they were hot, baby. The way she said, she was trying to get her some nookie. And he talking about making her breakfast. She was like, ooh, breakfast in bed. Baby, she was like, bye. But when she put him out, that cracked me up.
That was funny.
Again, I could see my mom doing that to my dad. I could literally see my mom saying, leave. Just go somewhere. I need a minute to myself. Go. I don't care where you go. I need you to go somewhere.
Right.
Anything else about, we already talked about her hair and all that stuff. Anything else about the Anita IV of it all this week? All right. Okay. I think we already talked about this last week, but I just put on because this week we saw when Tomas actually had a meeting with Bill, and they were talking about the junior partner. Now, here's what I'm a little cautious of. When Tomas said that Bill hasn't actually put it in writing yet, I was like, okay, Tomas, you can trust Bill if you want to.
Good luck to him. Because I don't trust Bill as far as I can throw him. Well, in the words of Leslie, I don't trust Billy Goat as far as I can throw his ass.
Child, not the Billy Goat.
But I was so confused. I was like, nah, maybe I missed it last week when he got promoted to junior partner, because I was like, when did this happen? After
Bill knew that he saw him kissing Danny.
Okay, because I was like, when the fuck did this happen? Because I'm like, did I miss that? I figured that's what it was.
When after Danny left and Tomas came back in, basically like he was pretending like he didn't see it, but Bill know that he saw him, and he know that I know that we know. And then Bill was like, you've earned this. He never came right out and said, look, don't say nothing about what you saw. I'm gonna give you this promotion. But everybody knows it was the little quid pro quo kind of thing. It was like, don't you say shit, and I'm gonna go on and give you, because junior partner to me just seemed like he pacified him anyway.
Yeah. You know what was so funny to me? It was Danny when she was talking to Nicole at that table at the country club when she was talking about having sex with Carlton. And when Tomas came up and Danny was like, that, that's why Bill promoted you, because you can keep a secret. I was like, Danny, you don't know what kind of, you really don't know what secret Tomas is actually keeping. It's your secret that you kissed him, which I'm still pissed off about that.
Well, it looks like next week she tells Andre, so we'll see what Andre does from there, child, because
Lord, the only thing I hope is Andre don't go and link up with that goddamn Haley. That's all I hope.
Okay, we already talked about this. I wrote new Nicole, 2 men. I feel like we kind of covered it, but if there's anything you feel like you want to add to it.
The only thing I would add to it is, Nicole, I don't want I know you said Carlton is good in bed, which he looked like he good in bed, but stick over there with Kyle. Stick with the white milk.
But she said that Colton is good in bed, but she also said that Colton ain't quite it don't fit like her and Ted fit. But I don't think she's gonna ever find anybody to fit, because they were together for so long.
So I was looking at that episode and I was like, I feel like at some point, not immediate future, but I feel like Ted and Nicole are gonna find their way back together.
They are. Again, I just hope that it happens naturally and nobody I shouldn't say nobody. I hope Shanice doesn't get hurt. I don't care about the men getting hurt. I damn sure don't care about Colton getting hurt. But I don't want to see Shanice get hurt. But I do think I see them making their way back together.
I want Shanice out of. I like Shanice and Ted together, but I want Shanice out of the picture simply because of Leslie's crazy ass. I know Shanice can handle Leslie, but who will want? Like, who really wants to handle Leslie and her delusions, girl? And then you fucking. I'm very cop.
The dirty cop. The married dirty cop.
Yep. That should take your attention away from Ted, but I guess it's the age old you want what you can't have or never had in her case.
Right. All right. So next I have Chelsea and Madison and their situation. So let me say this, and then I don't have a whole lot more to add, if I'm being honest. Y'all know I have never really liked the Chelsea Madison. I feel like they forced it on us way too soon. Like they went from 0 to 100. And I know that the people that are part of the LGBTQ community told me that's how the lesbians do. I don't know. I don't know if that's realistic to what the lesbians do, but it just didn't. I ain't like it. I felt like it was forced on us how fast they had them go from 0 to 100. However, this situation, I'm on Madison's side with this one. I feel like if I'm dating a guy and I find out that the guy that I'm dating likes to use drugs, even if it's just recreationally, I have a right to say I don't want to be a part of that, and this is a deal breaker for me. So for Madison's, yes, Chelsea has every right to say, look, my body, my life. I mean, I'm free. Every once in a while, this is what I like to do. I don't see what the big deal is. You're correct. It's not a big deal. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But for me, I don't have to date you. You know what I mean? I don't have to date you. I mean, I've dated guys that could not recreationally drink. Every time they drank, they drank to get drunk, and then they were embarrassing in public. Oh, you ain't got to do that to me but once, maybe twice. And before I realized, nah, I'm good on that. So for Chelsea to try to make Madison feel bad, like it's not a deal breaker, to me, it is a deal breaker. Girl, you're using drugs. I'm a doctor. How are you not connecting the two?
I agree with that.
Now, Madison leaving the country for a year, I think is crazy.
That was extreme.
But then Chelsea showing up at her job in the middle of that lobby that everybody wants to tell all their business in and begging her, I thought was also crazy. And I'm done. You go ahead.
I agree with you about that. With the whole, if you do, like, here's the thing. When it comes to people who do drugs and drink and all that kind of stuff, do I judge? No. Is it my thing? No. Like, because I've talked to people who do drugs and I'm like, as long as you don't do that shit around me, we're good, right? But then I had somebody ask me, you want to try it? I was like, I've told you numerous times, I don't do that shit. I told you, like, anybody, my friends know, hell, I think y'all know about it now. Only thing I'm gonna do is smoke a blunt or eat an edible. That's all I'm gonna do.
I'm not allowed to eat edibles anymore.
And I will drink on occasion. Like, since I'm going to Atlanta next weekend for Scotty's birthday, that's probably gonna be the first. Actually, that'll be the first time, because I know we're gonna be drinking. That'll be the first time since this year that I've had a drink, and it'll probably be the last time until our summer trip that's coming up. Because I don't drink like that. Like my doctor's like, well, let's say you're a social drinker. I'm like, girl, I'm not even a social drinker, but hey, if you want to say that, cool. Let's say social drinker. But so I wouldn't have a problem with that. The problem that I had was, one, Chelsea coming up to her job doing that whole scene. And then that weird ass proposal. I was like, girl, what the fuck is this? Now, granted, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of my business, just a teensy weensy bit, because somebody that I am been interested in since we were in high school, called me yesterday because I had sent him a text message.
Is it the one I think you told me about before?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who it is. We were on the phone because he's in real estate. Right, so I'm actually at the point now where I'm ready to get a house and ready to get out this goddamn apartment.
I understand.
So I had texted him and he didn't respond to me. So I sent him another text message and I said I put his full name in there. I was like such and such. I put his full government name in it.
Government name.
And you ain't responded to me. So he FaceTimed me yesterday, and I was like, "Why are you FaceTiming?" He was like, "I didn't even realize who this was." But when he answered the phone and saw my face, all them teeth were showing. And I was like, I almost had a word vomit like what Chelsea did with not about marriage. It wasn't gonna be no marriage, but I almost had a word vomit about what's up with me and you. Like, what are we gonna do? What's up? When we gonna
Right,
figure
because
it
we playing
out?
games. What we doing here?
I almost had the word vomit, and then I was in the store too. I was like, oh shit, let's not say this in the store. But Mama says, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna text my best friend today, and I'm gonna tell her, bitch, we gotta talk. We gotta have a conversation because I'm her. We share the same best friend. So, and I know if anybody knows, actually, I don't even know if it's not if anybody knows because I know. And I feel like if you have to ask the question, you already know the answer to it. And I know the answer to it, and I know she know the answer to it. So I'm gonna probe her and be like, girl, we gotta have a conversation. Like, and it's so funny because I was thinking about this on the way home this morning because I went out last night, and I was thinking about this because I was like, it was so funny looking at Chelsea and Madison and her asking her to marry her out of the blue. I was like, because me and my best friend had this conversation years ago because she knows I'm bisexual. She was like, JB, well, she called me by my government. And she's like, would you ever, like, when you get married, what do you want to marry? I was like, honestly, I don't know. Because for the longest time, I said I would never marry a guy. And I think part of the reason I said that was because I didn't know how my mom and my grandmother would react to that. That was part of it. But then as I've gotten older, I'm like, I really don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know because I do like women, but I do like men. So it just be like, damn, what am I going to like? So that's why I say single. But I think, I guess it'll be the right person. But it was just weird for Chelsea. That shit was just weird as hell to me for her to sit there and say, you're scared about losing this girl, but then you're gonna ask her to marry you, but y'all have issues, and the issue is you and your recreational drug use. No, and your girlfriend is a doctor. That goes against everything that she practiced. Like that goes against her Hippocratic oath. Like I see you getting illegal drugs, and I'm just supposed to sit here and be like, oh, okay.
Right. And let me say this. Cheap 83 said Madison is wrong for giving her a chance to choose her with the drugs, but I think she did. When they were having that conversation, Madison said to her, she said, well, that was just a one-time thing, right? Like, you're not going to do that again. And that's when Chelsea was like, no, when I feel like getting high, I'm gonna get high. So I feel like she did give her the opportunity to say, you know what, I think, that was my last time. I don't think I want to do that anymore. Like they were having the conversation, and I feel like I'm not sure what more. Madison was very clear about this to say, I'm not okay with this, and if you're going to continue to do it, go ahead, live your life, but you can't do it with me. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt that she was saying. And when Chelsea said, but when I want to get high, I'm still going to get high. Okay, cool. You don't want to be with me anymore.
Exactly. Or find another high that ain't got something to do with, because I got where medicine was coming from. That is a street drug, girl. You don't know. And let's be real. You can't really trust anything that you get out the streets because anything could happen. Like we know people lace shit with fentanyl these days.
Right. And something that starts off recreational today may not be recreational 6 months from now or 2 years from now. Or so like I have friends, like you said, I have friends that have been recreational drug dealers drug addicts their whole life. I mean, because to me it's still an addict. I have friends that can get high whenever they feel like, and I'm not talking about weed, I'm talking about other stuff, y'all. Yeah. That can get high whenever they feel like getting high, and they get up and go to work every day, Monday through Friday, and they never miss a beat. They can stop when they need to stop. They can go months without picking it up, without trying it. And then one day they go. So I understand that people can live their life and not be like crackhead on the street, fiend and addict. I get that. Mm-hmm. However, as a doctor, who's to say that this won't evolve? And now here come my girlfriend faking, stealing my prescription pad or, going through my doctor bag. Like it could go there. It really could evolve and go there. And again, it don't even have to get that deep. It could just be, look, I don't want to date somebody that uses drugs. There are people who don't want to, like, y'all know I smoke, right? I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigars. But when I do my little profile on the dating apps and stuff, I put that on there, like, yes, because for some people that's a deal breaker. Mm-hmm. And that's fair. Because I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to stop until I want to stop. So if it's a deal breaker, let it be a deal breaker now. I don't think that Madison is. I think how Madison is handling it is crazy, but I don't think Madison is wrong.
And then again, Madison is a medical professional. Yeah, like that's my whole thing. And like what you just said a minute ago, because that was my mom worked for. She was a substance abuse counselor for years before I was born. So I've heard my entire life. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that because it can lead into this. The good thing for me is I don't have an addictive personality. That is a good thing for me. Because when she found out that I smoke weed, she was like, "Oh my gosh," because she went down the rap hole. That could lead to this. I was like, "Girl, I'm not trying none of that shit." Like, no, because she's like, it started out because she's like, it can start out as weed, then it can morph to this, and then it can morph. I said, "Mama, that is not me. I have no interest in." I'm like, and you know me. I'm afraid of needles. I would never shoot up. That is not. I'm terrified of needles, so I would never do that. But so that's the other thing when it comes to Chelsea. It's like, again, you're dating a medical professional. Why do you think she would be okay with this? Again, it would be one thing if you just smoking weed, popping an edible, something like that. Those are different. That's because I mean they give it to cancer patients, right?
Right.
So that would be one thing. But girl, you took something from your dealer, who to her is a stranger. Again, you don't know what that is, and like somebody said, it could. I think you just said it. Like you can sell you just said it. You can sell my prescription pad. You can sell shit out my bag. Like you could do a whole lot of shit that like that can morph and manifest itself. Girl, get the fuck out of here. But Chelsea is young too. I realize I have to remember Chelsea
He is young.
She's a young girl. Cause I
Yeah.
think what Chelsea got to be like what late 20s, mid to late 20s.
Something like that. She's the youngest out of that generation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody in the chat said, I just think that she didn't give it enough time. I hear what y'all are saying, and I think for everybody's threshold is different. I'm telling you, for me, if I'm on a date with somebody and I see that person using drugs, I'm telling you now, that's a wrap. That's it.
You gonna leave a date?
That's a wrap. Well, I'm saying I might let them take me home, but that's a wrap for me. Because for me, that's a deal breaker. And again, for everybody, we all have different deal breakers. Like I said, I'm a smoker, so being a smoker isn't a deal breaker for me, but it's a deal breaker for other people. Right. I have been around too many people in my family and too many friends that have succumbed to drug addiction and all the things that come with drug addiction. For me, it's not a casual thing. So if I'm on a date with a guy, we're at a party and I see him pop a pill that he just randomly took from somebody, and I talk to him and say, "Hey, is this what you do?" And their response to me is, "From time to time, and I'm going to do it if I feel like it." Bet. That's it. That's a wrap for me.
Yep.
But for some people, it might not be a deal breaker, and I respect that. Mm-hmm. But for me, it is. It's a deal breaker for me. From that response. That response is a deal breaker for me.
I agree.
Yep. But again, everybody has a different thing. But I do think that her deciding to go, but somebody in the chat said that they read that her character is leaving the show, which might be why this hasty. But you know what? In situations like this, I would wish that they would recast the character. You know what I mean? If the person who's playing Madison is leaving the show, I wish they would recast the character, because I feel like this storyline is, I don't like it. But again, I feel like they rushed the storyline to begin with. I'm all for Chelsea having a girlfriend, but I feel like they rushed all of this.
So. You say reality with DVD, you say AI or Alabama passed a law to send children home who smell like weed, and parents be fined. Oh shit, my mama.
Shout! I wish we could send kids, because now when we have kids, now if a kid comes in my classroom and smells like weed, I can call security and they'll take them out and they'll search them and take them to the nurse. I mean, there's a whole process involved in that we can do in my district as well. And we literally will have kids, like we've literally had kids, like, you be like, "Are you high right now?" Yeah. Like, they ain't gonna lie because they don't think they're doing nothing wrong. So, but I mean, I can't, but it has to literally be because I have literally had a kid come in my room and I'll be like, "Whoa!"
I'm about to say I did that my freshman year.
Whoa! Like, what the hell?
I did that my freshman year of high school. Me and my friends left school and we went and got high, and when we got back,
yeah. I mean, I had one kid come in my room and it was his book bag. It wasn't him. It was his book bag. And I was like, "Negro, how much do you have? Like, as soon as he walked in the room, and it was so funny because all the kids were like we all were like, bruh. One of the, they call it loud. It was loud. Now I understand the name. It was loud. So I was like, yo, I can't even pretend. Because sometimes I could be a little slick with it. Because where my classroom used to be, they used to have my classroom on a corner, and it was a security guard always stationed on that corner. Like, that was like their spot. So me and him were real cool. Baby, I was like, because I let them come in. They were sitting down. And like I said, the whole room was looking at him. I was like, I know you feel us looking at you. I very casually opened up my door, and I was like, I need you in here. And I just gave him the look. He was like, I said, He came in my room, and as soon as he came in my room, he was like, whoa. And I was like, I'm not even going to be slick. Dude, you right there. So, yeah. But, I mean, sometimes I suspect, because the thing with vaping, you can't always smell. Like, I don't know what vaping smells like.
I don't either.
But a lot of these kids are vaping.
Now, I know with the vaping pens, you can't really smell it.
You can't really smell anything, but I can see their eyes. But that's not enough for me to be like, ooh, 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 ooh. You know, it's really not. But it's, y'all, anyway, it's crazy. Anyway, moving right along, we could go down that rabbit hole. The entire city, not the entire city of Chicago smells like weed. Well, it's legal here too, but again, it ain't legal at school. It's still places where it's illegal, where you can't just be smoking weed. Like, you still can't be on school premises, puff pass. Like, you can't. That's not how that works.
It ain't.
But I understand what you're saying. But no, when it's legal, you just be walking down the street like. I have walked past cars in the parking lot. I'm like, so you just came to pick your kid up from school smoking? Like, I have literally walked past cars and been like, what the fuck? Like, that's how you picking your kid up from school? You just...
I refuse to get behind the wheel high.
I was like... I mean, and it's like I've smelled it multiple... It ain't like I just smelled it once or twice. Like, in the morning when they're dropping their kids off and they open that door, you'd be like, what the fuck?
The most I've done is drove with some brownies in my car, and it was the strongest shit. I'm like, oh, God damn. I'm like, if I get pulled over, that I know I'm going to jail.
Exactly. So later on, and we'll talk about how, because I have it in my note. Well, no, do I have it in my notes? I think I have it in my notes with Bill and the test results. That's how we found out about Madison going to Denmark, child. Is it Denmark? Is she going to Denmark?
Yeah, it's Denmark.
It's Denmark, child, for a year. Stupid. I just think they should recast the character. If that person, unless they're writing off that character for whatever reason, then I just feel like they need to recast it, because I think that's too. It's messy. It's messy, but I don't know. All right, hold on a second. The next one is Ted and the Roses. You can go ahead and talk about it. Give me a second.
Oh God, them roses. It's like a calling card, damn near. Because he sent Nicole, Leslie, and now Shanice flowers. It would be cute if it was. It would be cute if they're not. I'm looking at Karen. I'm screaming. I am screaming that I'm looking at Karen. But yeah, the roses was. I mean, it's cute, but it's like you send roses for special occasions and to Nicole. And then it sounded like he sent roses to Leslie after they did the do. Leslie gonna be a problem, y'all. And that's why I say I want Shanice away from Ted. Not because I don't like them together, but because I want Shanice away from that cuckoo bird, Leslie. Like, I don't get Leslie, girl. You a whole sideline hoe, as somebody said in the chat. Like, man, make it make sense. You sleeping with what is his name again? Marcel. Like, you sleeping with Marcel, and you still fixated on Ted. Raven, you say Ted is a one horse pony. I agree with that. I do agree that he's a one horse pony. Ted has no game or a clue. What I will say is I think Ted is doing this. I think Ted is one of those guys that tries to be chivalrous and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's cute to send flowers, right? But if it's something that you've done for other women, I don't think it kind of loses its value and its luster, in my personal opinion. Like if you send something to someone else and then send it to me, then I would feel away. But I mean, I don't have a problem with sending flowers. It's the fact that you've done it for Nicole. Even Leslie got flowers. So what does that say? Cheap. You say men send flowers. I don't think this is a big deal. It's not a big deal, but it's the fact that he sent Leslie flowers. Leslie, the woman he was having an affair with. Review, you say, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, Shanice don't deserve this bullshit. She doesn't. Close your legs to married men. Lessa goes to the hospital to see Shanice more than she goes to see Peaches. Child, that is true. Honestly, I forgot about Peaches, if we being real with each other. A 20-year-old goes sideline worker, not even current. Leslie is doing. Leslie does the most, in my personal opinion. And again, you ain't got a chance in hell with Ted. Like, you ain't got a snowball's chance in hell with him, right? You said, I always said I wanted Shanice to have her own man. At this point, I'm cool with that. I think Ted is rusty when it comes to dating, but he has good intentions. I agree. Ted was clueless. I don't think he realized he was stuck in like imagination. When Lester said he sent flowers, I said they were in a whole relationship. She wasn't that deluded. Uh, I still think she was deluded. I still think she was deluded because he was just doing that to appease her. That's what I feel. He was just doing it to appease her. Oh, you think Leslie lied about getting flowers? She could have. I can't remember, you guys. If didn't Leslie get one rose or was that Nicole? I do not remember.
All right, sorry about that. You know,
No,
I had to talk to Pat. Um, I heard you talking about the roses. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It just doesn't seem. But like somebody said in the chat, Ted is rusty when it comes to dating, but it just doesn't. If you've done it, because Nicole even said she got roses for special occasions, which that's what you would do for your significant other, right? If that's y'all's thing. But then
Right.
Leslie said she got roses. And somebody in the chat said, well, they were in a relationship, so Leslie wasn't that deluded. No, she was still deluded because he still didn't leave his wife for her. So she was still deluded. And then somebody else also said they think that Leslie is lying about these flowers, which I can believe that too. I mean, you are
That's what
talking
I was
about
gonna
Leslie.
say. I was gonna say the same thing. I said number one, we can't necessarily believe that Leslie's telling the truth. But even if Leslie is telling the truth, I think when Ted was dating Leslie, I think I mean, they were still having an affair. He was still married. But I think that Ted did have feelings for Leslie when they were together. Because remember all the things that were going on in his marriage. But I think when him and Nicole recommitted to each other and decided to work on their marriage, I think it was a wrap. But I think when he was in it, he was in it. So he may have sent her roses. Listen,
Yeah.
the reality of the situation is a lot of men are one-trick ponies, right? A lot of men, if they send calla lilies, they send everybody calla lilies. If they send roses, they send everybody roses. Like, I feel like Ted is just unoriginal. I don't think that you know what I mean? Okay, so when him and Nicole had sex the first time, he sent her one red rose. When him and Leslie did it, he sent her one red rose. So now with him and Shanice, one red rose. I think he's just a one-trick pony when it comes to that. Like, but if I was the woman finding out, I wouldn't like finding out.
I wouldn't
But
either.
yeah, she heard Ted ordering those flowers, so I don't know. She could very well be lying, child.
She could be. Because you can't take everything Leslie say, but you have to take it with a grain of salt. So I mean, I can see that. But again, like you said, it's a one-trick pony, so it's not original. So if I were to hear like it's one thing to hear Nicole say it. That was his wife. But then they hear the side piece say it. I'd be like, oh shit. Huh? The crazy bitch.
Right.
No. But then,
yeah, we're gonna get right. Yeah, the panties. But let me say this again: if I was Shanice, I would truly believe that Leslie did that and stuck in there with. Okay, fine, because you know Leslie, you know how crazy she is. But here's my problem: Ted, get a fucking apartment.
please.
You have been living in a hotel for a year, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Get an apartment.
Something.
And I understand what he was like when they had Thanksgiving dinner. He explained why he was like, look, I don't have to think about nothing. If I want to eat, I can get room service. If I want cleaning done, if I don't have to worry about housekeeping, like I get it that it's made his life really easy to just be in that damn hotel. But sir, it's been a year.
It has.
Go get you. I mean, you ain't even got to get nothing extravagant. Go get you a little 2-bedroom apartment somewhere where you can have an extra room if the kid. I mean, I know your kids are grown, but if the kids want to come over, or the grandkids want to come through, or you can set up your office or whatever. Get you a nice little, or you can rent you a nice little 1, 2, 3-bedroom house somewhere. If you don't go somewhere, right, you can go get you a luxury apartment somewhere where you have all of those amenities with a doorman and you can like those things exist, but. If you don't get your ass out of that damn hotel, and my thing is, once Leslie moved in, I would have moved out.
I sure exactly would have definitely moved out the next day.
Actually, the security at that hotel sucks.
They do, because I would have definitely. They definitely suck after who? Didn't she pull the fire alarm? Yeah, Leslie pulled the fire alarm, and I know.
And there was no investigation into that because first of all, there are cameras in the hallway at hotels,
about to say, and fire alarms have cameras.
And fake fire alarms, they take that seriously.
They do, because we pulled a fire. I pulled a fire alarm the last day of school. Ooh.
JB, you were bad.
Yeah, I was. I pulled a fire alarm the last day of school, either freshman or sophomore year. I can't remember which one. It was freshman year because me and my friends were walking the hallways and they were like, it was a few minutes till school was out because we get, you get out early in the summer for summer break.
Not a studio like Ashley's.
But yeah, they were like, somebody was like, we should pull the fire alarm. I was like, shit, I'll do it. So I walked by the fire alarm and it was one of those that, it's the little plexiglass thing. All you have to do is just tap it and it goes off. So, and ours was so weak, I just went by and just hit with my backpack and knocked it off, and there was a fire alarm, and we were out of school. looking back at teenage me, I'm like, and when my family be like, "You want to have kids?" I'm like, I really don't because I don't.
I bet you don't.
My kids are gonna give me hell because I cut up in high school. It was it was high school. It was definitely high school. High school, I showed out.
And you did.
I spent so much time in the principal's office. My principal, every one of the, because at first when we started high school, you had one principal that you would go, that principal will follow you from freshman year to senior year. But
we do that. Yeah, the APs move with their kids.
But they changed it after my freshman year. So what it is they changed it. The freshmen had their own principal, and then the sophomores had their own principal. So every year you would move to a different principal. Every year the principals knew my name by heart. Every year they knew my mama. I was like, oh God. She was like, how are we gonna get through the last, and especially my senior year? That woman, but my senior principal was also my freshman principal, so that's why she remembered me. She always come on. I'm like, Miss Taylor, leave me alone. Like, I ain't doing nothing. But yeah, I cut up. I don't know.
We see.
So that's how I found out. Well, I didn't get caught, but that was how I found, because they were like, because actually I pulled it. So stupid of me. I pulled it down there by the sophomore principal's office. I was like, why did I do that? So the principal came out and he was like, but it was the last day of school. They didn't really give a damn. I think they were ready to go too.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, there's a camera in there. And I was like, oh, is a camera in there? But I played it off because I was like, I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. Even though it was my black ass that literally knocked the goddamn thing off, but pretend like I don't know shit. Yeah. I had a as a teenager. Interesting. Like, oh God, teenage me.
Honey, I see.
Teenage me was a rebel.
I was to a certain extent. I did what I thought I could get away with. Like I was like my sister was a rebel. Like she didn't care about getting caught. She didn't give a fuck.
I didn't, and that was the problem with me. I didn't care. I didn't care about getting caught because
you were my sister. I cared
because my family. You know, I would get in trouble when I get home by my mom and my grandma them, but it ain't like big trouble, like shit. So me and my friends, we again, everybody has a past. We used to steal when we were kids too. We used to go into the stores and steal clothes and all that kind of shit. Now, do I do that stuff today? No, I do not, you guys. I don't steal any. I stopped that years ago when my friends got caught and they got arrested. I was lucky enough to not get arrested. Praise God, because I wasn't with them that day. I wasn't with them, but they got arrested and my best friend, she got her record expunged. One of my other friends, she didn't get hers expunged, but my best friend was able to get hers expunged. I don't know how they did it, but I think it's because it was a misdemeanor. But yeah, my mama. Yeah, y'all pray for her now because she's not here, but at that time she was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. You just I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. I'm like, I don't know what you're gonna do with me either. But we're stuck with each other.
Now we stuck with each other.
But yeah, I don't do the stuff that I used to do looking back at teenage me. I'm like, and it's so crazy looking back at some of the stupid stuff that I did. It was like, why did I do that stuff? Especially when it goes like the stealing stuff. I'm like, why? I was about that the other day. I was like, why did we steal when we all had parents who would buy stuff, do whatever we wanted to do?
It's just, listen, some things are just a rite of passage that kids do. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying that makes it okay, but we did silly stuff.
Because I'd be looking at some of the, I'd just be like, why did I do some of the stuff that I did? Because I had everything that I wanted. I didn't want for anything.
Well,
and I think that was the problem, not wanting for anything, and I could always get what I want. And so you just feel like, okay, shit, if I can get whatever I want, let me go get this right here. But
yeah. But yeah, I just think now the one thing and we've said this from the beginning too, Ted and his lack of boundaries for Leslie, but because I don't even know how Leslie getting in his room and leaving the child. First of all, when he had that conversation with her at the country club, why are you telling this woman all your business? Why does she know anything about you and Shanice? And yes, well, I am dating Shanice. You don't need to know. Leslie is crazy. Why are you telling her any of this? Any of that. But anyway.
But it also goes back to the whole Eva thing, because Eva's the one that told Leslie about him and Shanice, which
Eva crazy as hell, but Eva's not going to stop moving her mama. She already said that she wasn't going to let her mama go. She told y'all that now.
And I get that, and that's fine. But don't sit here and be like, what did you do? Because even when she was talking to, which again, I'm getting ahead of ourselves, but even when she was talking to her mom, when she was talking to her about what did you do, did it have anything to do with the Duprees? And she realized it wasn't Duprees, it was Shanice.
Have I ever been suspended from school? Nope. I told y'all, really? I ain't do stuff. Absolutely not. Baby, let me tell you something. I was more afraid of my daddy.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. My God, I can count on. I can't count on my hands and my toes. Baby, I was suspended so many times from elementary school, middle school, and high school.
Absolutely not.
And it first started when did it start? No, it started in middle school. It started in 6th grade, and it went from 6th grade all the way up until 9th grade. Because 9th grade, after that, they did in-school suspension, and I refused to do that. I was like, I'm not doing that. So I stopped at 9th grade, but from 6th grade on up to 9th grade, I was suspended a lot.
Baby, yeah.
And then we had a place called off-campus discipline. I spent so much time over there too. Oh shit! So here's the problem. So when I got suspended,
I'm so shocked.
So most times, if I ever got suspended, the most that I got suspended for was talking back, Those are the two things that if I got suspended, it was for talking and talking back. Because my teachers call me argumentative, but it's like I'm not argumentative. I'm just gonna get my point. Well, shit, I sound like Cat, don't I?
That's why you like her so much. That is why you like her ass so much, JB.
I just realized I sound like Cat because I have to get my point across, even if so. And it's mostly when I'm right. I am going to get.
Scotty talking about some. He was at ISS too for a smart ass mouth. I believe that. You got a smart ass mouth now.
I spend most of my time off campus because now there were a few times that I got in trouble for fighting and trying to fight teachers and stuff like that. Yeah, I told my teacher in the 7th grade, this man, and mind you, I think he was in the Army or the Navy, one of the two. But I told him because he was reaching over me, and I was like, "Sir, don't reach over me." And he kept doing it. I said, "You reach over me one more time, I'm gonna knock your ass out." And I said that. I told him I'm gonna knock his ass out, and so he sent me to the office. He was like, he threatened me. I was like, I did not threaten him. I did not threaten that man. That was a promise.
That is a threat.
That was a promise.
It don't matter. It was a promise of a threat. It was a threat.
That was a promise.
Let's get back to these notes, JB. My gosh.
I meant that I was gonna whoop his ass. We were gonna fight.
Yeah, we needed to get you in some anger management classes or something.
Scotty, go to hell.
You and Scotty need to go to anger management.
He talking about I told y'all JB was a horrible person. Scotty.
He's not a horrible person, but my God.
And then he told you can go to West Hill.
I don't care. He was gonna be right there with me with a seat right next to me.
Speaking of you, Scotty, because you keep canceling your brunch for Sunday, I need you to figure it out.
He said you need to figure it out.
I need you to figure that out ASAP.
He said you need to figure it out ASAP. That's what he said.
But yeah, we can get back to the notes because we're gonna get off of me. Okay. We're gonna get the heat off of me.
Ooh, JB, I am shocked. My gosh.
I know everybody would be shocked to know this stuff about me. Yeah, I think I'm innocent.
Okay, so the next I have Derek Ashley in the lab tech.
Oh, God.
So this is what I'm going to say. First of all, I don't care. Derek's acting is horrible. I was trying to help you out. I thought it was getting better. It's not. Your acting is fucking horrible. But I absolutely believe that the lab tech is the person that they're looking for.
I do too.
You know that's how Ashley and Derek going to get back together, right?
Oh, God. Please don't say that. I didn't care about that scene whatsoever because it's because he come in talking about I can't be a fireman. They're making me retire. Sir, I don't give a fuck.
I was wondering I get it that you walking now, but sir, you had a serious injury. But I'm wondering why they won't offer him like an instructor job or something like that. Like it seemed like they could find another option for him. I don't know nothing about the.
You just muted yourself.
Sorry, I don't know nothing about the fire department, but it just seemed like, you know what I'm saying?
Tracy,
I love JB. He's a sweetheart. I don't have to teach him shit. Oh wow. Okay.
I am a sweetheart. I am very sweet. Just don't get on my bad side.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. You ain't never been a problem for me. You a sweetheart to me.
I'm a sweetheart until you get on my bad side. So when you get on my bad side, you're gonna see the real cancer in me because the cancer in me is an asshole.
I'm not a bully. Y'all think I'm a bully. I am not a bully.
Shut up. Talking about Tracy. JB is not a sweetheart. He's horrific, Ashley. Scotty, you love me.
My goodness.
You love me. Just say that. It's okay.
It's love me.
It's fine, Scotty.
Special.
I'm actually from Texas. I'm a Southern boy, but I'm a Texas boy. I'm not from Mississippi.
He's a Texas Bama.
I'm a Texan.
So, but yeah, I'm with you. I don't have a whole lot more for that. I just think the only reason why I care is because I really think he's the person that they're looking for. I think he's the guy selling the plasma.
The more I look, because did you see how he was looking even though Derek came in all creepy and shit, he did look suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Boo. Thank you.
You gonna call me just bully, saying I'm not sweet? Okay, Scotty. But I'm coming out to Atlanta for your birthday.
Oh.
Right? Right?
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Right?
Well.
Right?
Well now.
Y'all know Scotty always come for me.
He comes for me too, and I don't do nothing to him.
And this time I ain't done nothing to Scotty.
I never do anything to Scotty.
Watch him get in the comments and call us both victims. Because I know he's getting ready to just hype Vic. There he go, just bully and bully B. I knew he was gonna come for us.
Not I, said the cat. Okay, so we can go past that because, like I said, I really ain't got none of that. Really gave me the business. I did give Tracy a hard time yesterday, but Tracy is a sweetheart. That's my boo. But I gave her a hard time yesterday. But look,
the victim.
But Tracy, but when you needed me though, we was there though. We was in solidarity. We had your back. It was a whole situation. All right. I was just what's next on my list? I know Shanice and Leslie. I think we kind of already covered that.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa and her client don't care, but
can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Say what you got to say about it.
Somebody was talking about Leslie earlier in the chat. Oh shit, I forgot. They were talking about her and Shanice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not understanding. Leslie, that's what it was. They were like, Leslie spends more time at the hospital visiting Shanice than she does visiting Peaches. And I was like, you know what? I forgot all about Peaches.
Child, we ain't seen Peaches in 20 years. They say she doing better. We don't even know. We don't know nothing about Peaches.
And also, so with that Vanessa thing, I didn't care about that storyline, but it was so weird. Joey being this tough guy. So now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought Joey was poisoning the man when he gave him that alcohol.
Me too. That's what I thought. I thought he was gonna kill him. I thought he was gonna poison him. Yeah.
I thought he was poisoning him, but he wasn't. He was just. So I'm like, so you're gonna let him win money at the casino that he ran off and left when he got punched? Sir, it was one punch to the gut. One. Right.
And then why everybody leave the room like he was really gonna work him over? Like sir, that was so ugh.
Sonny would never.
Well, first of all, Sonny wouldn't have done it. Sonny would have had Jason do it.
Yep.
And you would have remembered that conversation you had with Jason would have been unforgettable.
Baby, Jason would have put the fear of God in you.
Absolutely. Oh no. Abso-freaking-lutely. But yeah, that was pretty much that. Okay. Next I have Danny dress flirting with Bill. I feel like we already covered that with Danny and the Bill situation of it all. Naomi, I don't care, but Naomi and her BRCA not telling her husband that she got the BRCA gene of it all. I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Me either.
Why is it such a secret? Why can't you tell your husband, girl, what is going on?
Honestly, I thought with her, I was thinking she was doing the whole, this is part of the reason why I don't want to have, this can contribute to why I don't want to have kids. But she's not saying that. Then she uses the excuse of, oh, well, you know, Jacob is on this this case and I want him to be focused and I don't want him to get distracted. Girl, it's not like he's a rookie cop.
Child, and everybody in Fairmont Crest know he on this case. Because he's meeting with the chief of police, his daddy, in the middle of Orphe Jeans, but he's supposed to be undercover. That's next on my list. We'll get to him next. But I just don't understand what Naomi is doing. And to be perfectly honest, if and when, well, we know it's a soap opera, so he's going to find out. When he finds out, he has every right to be as pissed off as he wants to be. He has every right to be pissed off with you.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said in the chat earlier that they think Jacob might cheat on her. If he do, good for him.
I don't see Jacob cheating. I mean, I'm not saying he don't have the ability to. I think anybody can cheat. I just don't. But they did say they were going to change his character up. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't understand. Again, I understand maybe not telling. I understand him. I understand her waiting to tell him, like, I didn't want to say it in front of the whole family because I want, you know, I just wanted Chelsea to, you know, I wanted to have a special day for Chelsea. Like, I could kind of get that part of it. But when y'all got home that night, it's no reason why you can't tell him and be like, look, I don't want the family to know because I don't want them to worry. Like, I get that part, but I just didn't understand. I just don't understand. I think it's stupid.
I can understand if she just said, I want to get more information about it before I told it. That's understandable. But this whole keeping it a secret now, is because we already have issues. Well, girl, this is going to exacerbate the issues that you guys already have.
And she keeps bringing up that baby thing. That man ain't said nothing else about a baby. And she was like, I know he's just waiting. Girl, that man ain't said nothing else about no baby.
Y'all just had sex last week.
Right. You are putting your thoughts on him. That man ain't said nothing else about no baby. Where are you getting this from?
Her brain.
Just stupid.
Making shit up in her head as she go along.
Right. Like, you want stuff to be wrong. Like, you looking for something to be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that was, I don't have nothing else with that child. I don't have nothing else with that.
Because she was annoying me, and then I'm what I will say before we move on is I'm glad that Ashley called her out. She was like, girl, you were mad at him for keeping Derek's secret, but here you are keeping a secret from him.
Exactly. And again, how do you think everybody's going to feel when they find out you didn't tell them? Like, I would be pissed off. I would be pissed off if I was your mama. I'd be pissed off if I was your sister. I'd be pissed off if I was your grandmama. I'd be pissed off if I was your husband. Like, I'd be pissed off if I was your daddy. I don't know. Oh, that's an interesting storyline, Melrose. Maybe Naomi is going to have a hysterectomy so she can't get pregnant and use the BRCA gene as an excuse. Now that is interesting.
I was thinking hysterectomy and also do what Angela Jolie did with her breasts. Take her breast out.
Just take them all out. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people I have a friend that did that. She just got a double mastectomy. Yeah, I like that Ashley checked her too. I do like the fact that Ashley checked her. Ashley did something right this week, child. She did
Finally.
Right. Okay, so next we have Jacob in this undercover assignment. Again, everybody knows Jacob. Like, this is the worst kept secret in Belmont Crest. Like, you are literally in the middle of Orphe Jeans. You're supposed to be undercover. You're talking to the chief of the police in Orphe Jeans. Y'all not even pretending to be secret. And Jacob, you look like you wearing the same clothes you wear to work every day. Like, you don't even look like you're in character. You don't even look like you undercover. I mean, can I get a sweatsuit or something?
But did you also catch Smitty? Smitty was at home tired with Martin because Smitty was out with Jacob the night before.
Smitty out playing cops and robbers and shit, playing Starsky and Hutch. If he don't go sit his ass down somewhere.
So they both being stupid.
Both of them.
One's supposed to be on because Jake was like, you know, you almost, you know, talking about blowing my cover, sir. What good cover do you have? Because again, you met up with your daddy, the chief. Now I get if you say, oh, that's just my pops, but your pops is also the chief of police.
You're undercover. He's the chief of police. Like, anybody from this organization could just walk into Orphe Jeans for lunch and be like, wait a minute. Wasn't he just with us last night? Smitty gonna wind up in the river. I do think Smitty's gonna wind up in a compromising position. I don't think he's gonna die, but I definitely think that Smitty is gonna be in some serious trouble.
Somebody said I think Smitty gonna be a hostage.
I could see that. Because
it's gonna go bad.
Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna go bad. But again, if it goes bad, it's because y'all are not acting like this is real. Like, y'all are like chilling, like I guess I'll go undercover today.
But I'm gonna put some on Elon too, because you talking about taking Jacob off the case. Well, shit, go ahead and do it, sir, because he ain't cut out for this.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
This ain't him.
Take him off the case. Take him off the case.
This ain't for him.
Anyway, something I wrote in my notes. I wrote Martin in political trouble. This is the second time that they've brought up that Martin it might be potentially in some political trouble. I think Martin is going to be primaried, and they're going to take him out of politics. I don't know what else they're going to have him do, but I think there's going to be a storyline with Martin not winning his election. Because remember, he said something before about, oh my gosh, I've been totally neglecting it. I should have already been fundraising by now. And then they wrote that. And then Vernon was talking about the hit piece that they did on him. So I honestly feel like Martin is going to lose his congressional seat. Now, what they do with him after that, I don't know. But I think that's part of the storyline with Martin in this election coming up.
And I'll be honest, though, I don't really care about this storyline.
Oh, I don't care.
I don't care about the storyline. So what I've said before, I like it in the aspect that I feel like since we are in a election year, I do feel like they can utilize that to, get the word out there for our community to vote this year. Mm-hmm. I do like it in that aspect. But as far as the political, and I'm somebody who I'm a political, I loved government in school and I loved history. Those are my two things that I loved. But as far as
when you wasn't beating up teachers, right?
Yeah. I didn't beat that. And you want to know the funny thing? He was the history teacher.
Do you see my shirt? History teacher. Hello.
He was the history teacher. He was the history teacher. Yeah, I can tell y'all so many stories about me and my friends, how bad we were. I'm going to give y'all a short story. We had a teacher who was allergic to perfume. We didn't like her. We almost took that lady out because we went in the classroom in front of her, and as we got to the door, we sprayed perfume so that way she couldn't come. She couldn't come in the door. She cussed us out.
Well, I'll be honest now. We did that to one of our teachers. We had a teacher that was allergic to oranges. And we weren't allowed to bring oranges because this when I was in elementary school, so we would eat in the classroom. I went to a small Catholic school, so we ate lunch in our classroom. So we weren't allowed to bring oranges. And I was like, this was my attitude. Now, this is where my attitude, I'd be like, she can't tell me what I can bring to lunch. I don't even care about oranges like that. I was like, she can't tell me I can't have no orange. So like one day we all decided we were going to bring oranges to school. So yeah, we did the same thing. But luckily for her, she smelled it long before, like because that's how allergic she was. Like as soon as we walked in with our lunch boxes, she was like, "Mm-mm."
That's how she was.
Got an orange. Somebody got an orange.
That's how she was too. Because one of my friends did. So some days it would be girls going in first. Never forget her name. Some days it would be girls going in first and boys going behind. So whoever would be like close to last, you would spray it. And she would automatically smell it, so she couldn't come in the door. So she would have to talk to us. She would have to step all the way back and she was a white woman too, and so she turned bloodshot red. We was like, Miss Thomas, you okay? Which we knew she wouldn't. She was like, you guys are dicking around. We know. We just don't want you to come in the classroom right now. You'll come in about 5 or 10 minutes, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, y'all would, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm someone who loves history and I loved government before we got to this administration. Because when I was going to college, I was like, I kind of wanted to do political science. I'm so glad I didn't.
That's what my undergrad degree is. It's in political science.
I'm so glad I didn't do political science because I love political science. Because where I'm at now, when I would be able to actually do stuff in politics, it would have been starting around his reign of terror, and I'm so glad that I said no. Something told me to do business, and that's what I did because I really did want to do political science because I used to love government as a kid. It wasn't one class that I aced, but that class it was an easy A because I can remember things quick. I'm very quick to remember things, and so when it came to government and stuff, I caught on to that stuff very quickly. But I'm like, yeah, no. Now with this, I'm so glad I said no to political science.
Okay.
But yeah, Martin's storyline, I'm not here. I'm okay with it, but as long as just for the urgency for us to get out, but not for J Love. No, thank you. I don't like. That's why I didn't go into education because I don't like kids. Because I'd be in jail. Because I fight.
Because he'd have got everything back that he put out.
I sure would have not fight, and I would fight kids.
All right, so we only have a few more things, you guys. So next I have one we already talked about. So next I have Haley and Bill and the test results. Again, I'm over this whole storyline, if I'm really being honest. Haley, girl, just kill that man already. Like, either somebody figure out what she's doing or just kill her. I feel like they have drugged this out way too long, and they're not only have they drug it out, but they're not adding to it. They're not escalating the storyline. It's the same thing. He has tea, she puts drops in the tea. Like, it's the same thing. You're not giving me anything new. So I'm really, really, really over the storyline. Oh, I know. Yeah, Couture, I already let it play in the background, but coming on Netflix, so we could. I think it's already trending at #1 though.
What is it?
Okay, so to counteract Melania, everybody, they were saying that the 92% needs to stream Becoming on Netflix to make it the #1 movie in America. That's Becoming is a documentary about Michelle Obama.
Oh, I'm on
from her book.
Okay, I'm on that.
Yeah, I let it play in the back. I let it play in the background this morning while I was doing stuff. When I got back,
putting that in the chat for me because I didn't know nothing about it.
Yep. So yeah, thank you, Couture. So anybody, if you have Netflix, just even if you're not watching it, if you're doing something else, just let it play in the background. We want as many people as possible to watch the Becoming this weekend to sort of counteract that bullshit Melania propaganda.
Girl, it ain't doing nothing in the box office.
It ain't doing shit, but we just want to let the people know that the 92%. It is good. If you haven't watched it, it's good. But we just letting people know the 92%. We still here. We chilling, but we here.
Yeah.
All right.
I get your point though.
Anything more about Haley and Bill? Yeah.
I get where you coming from, and I feel the same way. It's like, what are we doing, and when are we going to move the needle? That's why I said earlier, like, it's like with Haley, we get two things with Haley. We get we get three things. We get the jealous wife, we get the horny wife, and then we get the woman that goes to Andre like, well,
what's up, cuz? What's up, cuz?
She was so obvious what she was doing. Oh, Andre, how are you doing? It's like, girl, you're not friends with him. Like Andre said, I wouldn't even consider you someone that's saved in my phone as a contact.
Absolutely not. We're not even close to being friends.
Like,
we're not even close.
Like, go somewhere, Haley. You're the one that and that's where I'm confused about. It's like Haley does all this stuff, but you don't want Bill. You only want Bill for his money. So what is your end goal? Like, I'm so confused. That's why for me, I say I want the writers to give us a little bit more. And even when her, what's her name? Lynette getting called by Danny in public.
Yep.
We gotta do something different.
All right. Last but not least, because we already talked about Ashley and Derek. They were on here twice. Isaiah being a model in the Eva and Cat of it all. I think that was the last major thing that happened. I have one here, Anita's hair, but we already talked about Anita's hair. So let's get into this. So Danny approaches Isaiah to be a model.
Mm-hmm.
Kat goes up to Isaiah to basically convince him to do it. Now, do I think that she had other motivations for going and having a conversation with Isaiah? Of course she did. Eva shows up and throws a whole fucking hissy fit. You take it away.
It's so funny how Eva threw a hissy fit, but girl, Kat is giving you a taste of your own medicine for what you did to her with Tomas.
Okay.
Like, it's
I don't have no defense.
It's literally what you did with Tomas.
Isaiah's terrible and Derek is terrible. Their acting is horrible.
See, maybe I don't pay Isaiah that much attention because y'all always say his acting is terrible, and I just don't pay no attention. I guess because I'm used to him from Sisters, and his acting is better over here than it was on Sisters.
See, I didn't watch Sisters. I mean, I stopped watching Sisters, so I don't know him from Sisters. But I will agree because whatever reason, it's Tyler Perry's acting. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, Tyler Perry, his directing, because he makes great people who we know are great actors. He makes them bad actors. Taraji P. Henson. Mm-hmm. We know Taraji P. Henson can do a better job than some of the shit she be doing on these Tyler Perry movies.
Mm-hmm. But
they love say so. He's terrible everywhere. Yeah, I didn't see him on Sisters, but I heard that he wasn't good on Sisters either. I did hear that he wasn't
horrible on Sisters.
Yeah. Well, again, most people on Sisters were bad. That's part of the reason why I stopped watching Sisters because I couldn't. It was bad. I agree with you 100%. I feel like Eva, but I think that's why she's so insecure, because you know what you did with Tomas. You know what you did. And again, I get it. You and Kat don't fuck with each other. But if you and him are having this casual situation, you can't tell that man who he can and can't talk to.
But did you catch out when she came and she said, "Hey, babe"? I was like, when did he become babe?
But I love how he threw it in her face. He was like, well, you said you wanted this to be casual. Are we changing the definition? Because I don't see, again, you've done a lot of shit to Eva to Kat as far as her relationships are concerned. She has every right to feel how she feels, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Kat, that's true too. That's the other thing. Kat already knows Isaiah. They're not new to each other. That's valid. Thank you, Corey. That's a valid point too. They're not new to each other.
Yeah. I didn't care because it was funny to see Eva do all that stuff. I was like, oh, not Eva. Not Eva, the one that everybody, uplifts, which again, I don't have an issue. I don't dislike Eva 100%. It's just certain things that Eva does that gets under my skin. It's like this. It was like, girl, this is something you did to her. Only difference is Kat ain't slept with the boy yet. Hopefully she don't sleep with the boy, but Kat ain't slept with him. You slept with Tomas and flirted with Tomas.
And went out of your way to do it, knowing full well that woman was in a hole, like that he had a whole girlfriend. You ain't have to like it, but you knew what it was.
So I ain't got much for that with Eva. She made herself look like Kat.
Anyway, any final thoughts on this week? Any predictions for next week? I mean, of course, we're going to unveil Anita's new hair. But remember, I told y'all last week that I saw a clip. It was Clifton Davis's birthday, and they bought him flowers and stuff, and it was like a behind the scenes clip. And I saw her hair then, and I was like, oh, they must just be in rehearsal. But then once they started this cancer storyline, I said, oh no, that must be when she cuts her hair off. And it's pretty, it's short. It's still that silver, that silver gray, but it's short curls. And it looks really cute.
I think her hair's grown back now.
Probably, yeah.
Because I saw her on Instagram where they showed a journey of her from, last year to now.
Yeah. Well, they're like 6 months ahead of us. Because that scene they shot last week, the lady that plays Haley, I follow her on Instagram, and she was like, they were talking about that suit that Bill had on, that black and white pinstripe suit, and he was saying it was wool, but it was September when they filmed that scene. And he was like, man, I was so damn hot. He was like, I was hot as hell. They had me in that suit. He was like, that thick old wool suit. So they're like 6 months ahead of us. So even if that, like you said, we're seeing this episode, they're filming, like you said, they're probably filming those crossover episodes now, because we're going to, I guess, start getting them in June, I guess.
Yeah, they're probably. But yeah, only thing I'm looking for this week is Shanice, girl. I need you to realize who Leslie is, and that Leslie planted them panties. Because Ted ain't that stupid. He's stupid, but he ain't that dumb.
But here's the thing, again. Leslie has too much access to you. The first time she snuck in your room should have been the last time she snuck in your room. I don't know. It just, and I get it. Leslie is Leslie. Leslie is the villain. She's going to always be Leslie. I get it. But I'm just like, Ted, you making it real easy for her. Because there's no way that, you shouldn't even still be in there.
Get like you said, luxury apartment. You got so many options. But he said he was getting a house, but I wonder what happened with that.
Child, he too busy doing the things that he don't need to be doing. So, but anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, you guys. JB, what you got going on your channel, babe?
So I need to record my review for Traders at some point today. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it'll be that episode kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Well, if you want to join us, we're going live at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Just send me the link. Maybe
okay, I'll send you the link.
Be able to join. And then so we got to do that, and then that's it, because y'all know I don't. So when it comes to Potomac tonight, I'm not certain what I'm gonna do. Y'all know the Grammys come on tonight, and then with Potomac, I'm just not certain because it's Karen. I do love Karen.
I will be watching and reviewing.
We know you will. We know you and your candle gonna be there. Here's the thing with Karen. If Karen get the line, then I'm gonna come on here and talk shit about Karen. If Karen is honest, I still may review it, but if Karen is honest, I won't drag Karen. I won't talk about that wig she wore coming out the jail. I won't talk about the wig she wore in that video. I will be nice to Karen. But if Karen get her motherfucking ass on that damn screen, on my screen tonight at 7 o'clock, my time, and gets the line, Karen's gonna get drugged tomorrow afternoon at some point. Love you, really, be, but I'm gonna drag the hell out of Karen if she get on that screen. That's right.
I mean, listen, they gonna do it. I told you. Look, I understand.
If Karen gets on there lying, because that's my issue with Karen, is Karen can never tell the truth. I want Karen to be honest. If you got a drinking problem and a drug problem, there are so many people in this world who have those problems, and it's okay. It's an addiction. It's an illness. It's fine. But I don't want Karen coming on here making excuses and stuff. That's all I want Karen to just be honest. You ain't got to mention Robin. You ain't got to mention, because I know Andy may ask some shady questions about, well, actually, the one clip that I saw, I was like, Karen, girl, your attorneys told you to take a plea deal and you said no. But so yeah, Potomac is tonight. If I may talk about it tomorrow, I'm just not 100% sure. It just depends on how I feel. And then Married to Medicine, I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. I'm kind of, y'all, I know everybody love Married to Medicine. I love it, but this season just it's the same old. We get the same old drama. And then Baddies, y'all know we'll do that tomorrow as well too. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, today, like I told you guys, we're gonna do yes, Raven, it'll be on my channel too. It'll be on Angela's channel, probably Ebby's channel, and mine. We're going to stream them all together. So it'll be on all of our channels. So it's gonna be myself. So we're doing that at 6:30. At 9 o'clock, y'all know we're going to do whatever's coming on at 8 o'clock when it comes to Potomac. We're going to review that. I think that's what it is today. Y'all know this week is going to be a short week because I'm going to be out of town after Thursday. So we don't have Salt Lake City on Tuesday night. They're done. You're not going to get Beverly Hills because I'm going to already be in Florida by Thursday evening. Matter of fact, my flight lands at like 8 something. We're going to try to get you guys a teacher project this week. El Teddy and I are definitely trying to get back in the groove of things with the teacher project. Tomorrow night, the Whether You Like It or Not panel, we're not having it. Remember, there is no Whether You Like It or Not panel tomorrow night because they don't care about Karen. So I think that's it. I am going to do a tribe meeting today. I don't know what time yet. It's 3 o'clock now. I'm going to try to get it in sometime around Traders. And then you guys are going to get a members only at some point this week as well, because I want to tell you guys about the candle event, but I'm going to tell it in members only. So you guys are going to learn all about what happened yesterday. And we're going to post pictures and do a reel. Treese is putting together a reel and stuff like that. So we're going to post pictures and stuff, but I'll give you guys the behind the scenes in members only at some point this week. I don't know when, y'all, but at some point this week. All right. We are going to definitely do a pre-cruise live, Tracy. I'm going to do like I did last time. I'm just going to do a private StreamYard and give you guys the link in the group chat. We're definitely going to do that.
Tracy at the JB, the girls at the jail hated her hair. That was that wig she wore season 3.
Oh, that was that wig. And I'm sorry. Karen, you still lying. And I love Karen, but she's still lying. Child.
And I like Karen too. But I'm going to drag Karen because she lied. That's it. But we always knew Karen was a liar. Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.